So conflict in the world has begun, and Russia invading the Ukraine is causing more and more conflict with U.S. allies, and China already thinking China must have dragged themselves out of it, but Russia invading the Ukraine is causing conflict in the world, and world leaders are instigating. Joe Biden is triggering Putin into proceeding more into the Ukraine, and Putin should be talked to, not be triggered by U.S. allies. And imposing more sanctions will not help this situation. But if war is declared, officially declared, on either side, like if the Ukraine declares war or allies declares war on Russia, this could result in a world war, or that options on the could be on the table, or instead of causing a global war with world leaders, we should have the United Nations, like, just say, hey, Putin, like, if you stop this, we can actually have a summit with the Ukraine. Well, like Donald Trump, Kim Jong Un, India, Pakistan, and when they had summits. Oh, when Biden and Putin had a summit, we called him a killer a long time ago. And then he said that, and when Trump had summits with Putin before, and they shook hands multiple times. And with the Ukraine, they've had tension for quite a while now. And if these tensions continues to rise, then Russia has already invaded on the Ukraine, and if they proceed more into the country and take it over, we don't know. Like, we do know that if the United States, if they support the Ukraine, or if NATO allies would declare war on Russia, or send more troops out to Russia, into Europe, Germany should be responding, at least of the UK, and Germany should be responding to this. If I was the leader of the CSSC clan, I would have just said, just stop. There's no reason to do this. If yet, if the Ukrainian ally attacks Russia, like, let's say, like, if Germany attacks Russia in any sort of way, like, Putin does not play. Like, there's some leaders here that does not play. Does not play. And Putin will defend his country. Now, I'm not saying that I will fully support Russia. I'm not going to betray allies of the United States. I'm just suggesting that if Putin were to be stopped in an appropriate way, then he could have a meeting with Ukraine, a summit with the Ukraine, or just at least pull his troops out of Kyiv, at the border, and then everything would just calm down. And the more imposed sanctions that are put on Russia, the more this might escalate into an actual war with the Russian and the Ukrainian government. And I'm surprised that the Ukraine has not declared war on the Russian government and Putin. And the CSSC clan, and all people should be responding to this. And Boris Johnson is instigating this situation, and Putin should just be stopped and appropriately, and the more he gets triggered, the more he'll, just do it. The more he'll threaten the world. The more he'll threaten U.S. allies and with part of the world. And the Ukraine is starting to tell him that if you continue to do these things, you will be no matter. Ukraine says that they're not scared of Russia, and they're going to fight for their people. And I would have done the same thing. I would have said I would fight for the members or our people, and Russia would do the same thing if allies were to attack Moscow or another city. Putin, people just has to defend their countries regardless of enemies and all that.